Did you know that at its peak, half of all internet users in the US were logging on through AOL? That's not just a statistic, it's a sign of how deeply AOL was woven into the fabric of American life. For millions, it was their first real taste of the internet, a digital frontier that felt both exciting and a little mysterious. That's right, in the late 90s, AOL was the gatekeeper to the digital world. Mail, chat rooms, even your first taste of the web probably came with that iconic "You've Got Mail." The sound of a dial-up modem connecting, the thrill of a new email, and the endless chat rooms. AOL was more than a service. It was a cultural phenomenon shaping how people connected, communicated, and even made friends or found love online. But today, AOL is just a faint echo from the past. The once bustling offices are now silent, and the brand that once dominated the internet is barely a blip on the digital radar. So, what happened? How did the first internet giant lose its throne? The story is a mix of innovation, missed opportunities, and the relentless pace of technology. Let me take you back. AOL's rise was all about simplicity. It handed out millions of those shiny CDs, making it super easy and cheap to get online. You couldn't open your mailbox without finding another AOL disc, promising hours of free internet. It was a marketing blitz like no other, and it worked. For a while, it worked like magic. Families gathered around the computer, friends chatted late into the night, and the internet felt like a brand new world waiting to be explored. But the very thing that made them king ended up costing them everything. The CDs became a joke, a symbol of excess, and soon people were tossing them in the trash. First, broadband arrived. Dial-up was slow, and suddenly everyone wanted to go fast. Waiting for a page to load became unbearable when high-speed options were just around the corner. AOL just couldn't keep up. They tried to pivot, but their tech was stuck in the past. The world was moving on, and AOL's walled garden felt more like a cage than a community. But here's where it gets wild. In 2000, AOL merged with Time Warner in what was supposed to be the ultimate power move. It was the biggest merger in history at the time, a $350 billion deal that promised to change everything. Instead, it was a disaster. A culture clash, bad strategy, and a dot-com crash all rolled into one. The two companies never really meshed, and the internet bubble burst, wiping out billions in value almost overnight. Suddenly, AOL wasn't cool anymore. The younger generation moved on, and the brand that once felt fresh and exciting now seemed old-fashioned and out of touch. While AOL was busy sending floppy disks and charging monthly fees, new players like Google and Yahoo were giving away search and email for free. The internet was opening up, and people wanted freedom, not a subscription. Social media? AOL missed that boat too. As MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter took off, AOL was left behind, still clinging to its old chat rooms and message boards. By the time they noticed, the world had changed. The pace of innovation was relentless, and AOL simply couldn't keep up with the new wave of digital giants. The open internet didn't need a gatekeeper. People wanted to explore, create, and connect on their own terms, without walls or restrictions. AOL's walled garden became a ghost town. The chat rooms emptied out, the forums went silent, and the once busy servers sat idle. And honestly, they never recovered. The company tried to reinvent itself, but the magic was gone, and the world had moved on. Today, AOL is a tiny piece in a giant media puzzle. Just a brand, not a destination. It's a reminder of how quickly things can change in the tech world. It's a lesson for every tech company. Adapt or get left behind. The digital landscape never stops evolving, and yesterday's leader can become today's footnote in the blink of an eye. So next time you hear that "You've Got Mail" chime, just remember, AOL taught us that even giants can fall. Their story is a cautionary tale, but also a fascinating chapter in the history of the internet. If you found this story as wild as I did, hit subscribe for more forgotten internet legends. There's so much more to discover about the rise and fall of the digital empires that shaped our world.